$8.24. That's what I got. The 91st Academy Award Oscars were yesterday, and pretty much it was, well, you know, you don't need an explanation to this. You know what the Oscars are. Overall, at the end of the night, some filmmakers ended up with one of these in their hand, and some filmmakers will have to wait until next year. This video is pretty much a little commentary about who won the night, what happened, speeches that were given, stuff like that, and just reflecting on, well, back to life pretty much now. Overall, we saw speeches all across the board. Some were emotional, some were political, and then there was
ooh, it's genuinely quite stressful. This is hilarious.
Olivia Colman. I think that speech just won the night for me personally. Like, that speech was hilarious. And I think that it was just so like heartfelt in its own way, like showing heartfeltness as opposed to like saying heartfeltness. And yeah, I've seen tons of people tweeting about that and talking about it. That was definitely the one that people felt like that speech was, if not the best speech, then like, you know, up there in the top 5 for the night. We also saw Alfonso Cuarón with the hat trick for the night, winning Oscars in Best Foreign Language Film, Best Director, and what was the other one? Alright, cinematography. So like, that's pretty crazy. And I wonder if that's why they weren't going to show cinematography and originally were going to do it during the commercial break, to sort of like give Alfonso a moment to like catch his breath because he had to do speech after speech after speech. But I don't know, that's just a speculation. There's no confirmation there like whatsoever. Moving on, of course, we had the Best Picture Award, which was which was taken by Green Book, starring Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen. And pretty much after that, the night just ended on a good, positive note. Everyone was happy. Their favorite film won, and yeah, it was just, overall it was good. So once again, my name's Josué. I live in Chicago, the greatest city in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Except that's not what happened, because it's the Oscars and it's never that easy, and there's a lot of stuff and a lot of conversations going on as early as 9 o'clock this morning up on Twitter. A lot of people were upset, stating that BlacKkKlansman had been snubbed. Spike Lee was also visibly upset, and it's being reported that he actually walked to the back of the auditorium during the presentation of the award, and I guess walked back. I don't know if he was like convinced by someone to like come back or something. There was a report saying that he did talk to Jordan Peele and that they were having a conversation, and then he pretty much came back, but during the speech for the actual award, he kind of like turned his back to the stage and I guess didn't pay much attention. So Spike Lee has been nominated several times, and just this Oscars yesterday was the first time he actually got an award. So a lot of people are saying snubbed, a lot of people are saying, you know, Green Book shouldn't have taken it, and it definitely should have been given to Spike Lee. It's kind of like that Leonardo DiCaprio case scenario, nominated so many times, like just give him an award already. But aside from that, a lot of people were saying that Green Book doesn't really like stand up to the caliber of something like BlacKkKlansman. One of those people who really agreed with that was Justin Chang, who wrote this huge piece in LA Times, wasted no time at all uploading it and getting it out there. And that was like the first thing I saw trending this morning was Justin Chang and the LA Times bash Green Book pretty much. I mean, the article literally starts up with, Green Book is the worst Best Picture Oscar winner since Crash, and I don't make that comparison lightly. Oof. Oof. Oh man. Oh, okay, Justin. Okay. Granted, in the article, Justin Chang did dedicate about a sentence to giving the audience and anyone who liked Green Book props for, they understandably love this movie's sturdy craft, its feel-good storytelling, and its charmingly synced lead performances. And well, that's about it. Like, if you're looking for anything else in that article to like be happy about or be positive about, you're not gonna find it there. But there was a lot of people on Twitter talking. Obviously, this is going to be to talk for the next couple of days. That's usually how this goes. And a lot of people were obviously saying BlacKkKlansman should have won as opposed to Green Book, saying that Green Book was sort of this very surface level feel good thing. And I think that there was actually some controversy around the actual like accuracy of the history. A lot of people are saying that there's not a lot of things that line up, and it's much more like Hollywood puffery and like fluff than it is like actual truth and like actually how the story went. But I even got that feel when watching the movie. Like I was watching it and obviously it was a good movie, and I think, where did I see it at? I think I saw it at one of the AMCs with like the recliners, so I was really relaxed and really chill. And overall I saw a bunch of different best pictures. I saw all the nominated best pictures actually, and I think that ending in Vice, I ended up seeing Vice before Green Book, and that ending in Vice really was just like, it was a pretty hard ending, a pretty difficult ending, like ending without getting too detailed or too into it. It was just kind of like, man. But pretty much I saw that ending, and seeing Green Book after that, it was a nice positive, but at the same time my like sort of critical mind was just like, okay, but how did this really go? But like my entertainment mind and just like positivity or whatever, and just looking at things at a surface level was like, oh, that was really nice. So I definitely understand and see how people are sort of you know, juggling with that and thinking that, just feeling a different way about it and not really feeling like it's best picture worthy. I honestly had Green Book and BlacKkKlansman as the top two. I thought maybe like Bohemian Rhapsody or Black Panther would squeeze in there for the best picture, but those were like definitely my top two choices. And obviously as far as like guesses, I'm the worst when it comes to guesses. Apparently I got 8 out of 24 wrong. No, I got 8 out of 24. So I got, what is that? Like 2016. So I got 16 wrong. And yeah, it was a really slow night on my end. Those are just sort of my thoughts and my comments on that, on the best picture. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion. Everyone's gonna be all across the board. Justin Chang held no words back at all. If you want to read that article for yourself, I'll go ahead and link it below and actually read through it. Like I think he does make a good point. Like I think, you know, it is a very interesting article, and I think it's worth taking into consideration. So I'll link that down below if you're interested in reading that. But also, you know, heads up, if you actually liked Green Book, you might read this article and either change your opinion and not like Green Book because you're like, oh, I never thought about that, or you're gonna be like, man, Justin Chang, what the heck? And pretty much that is all for me today, guys. Once again, for real this time, my name is Josue and I live in Chicago, the greatest city in the world. I hope you enjoy the Oscars, you know, for the most part. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.